Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Jazzy Wicks candle review. As you can see today, I will be reviewing Yankee Candle's World Journeys German Apple Strudel. The World Journeys collection is a collection that was out quite a while ago. You can no longer find this on the Yankee Candle websites, but they're still available on places like the Facebook Marketplace, your eBay or selling sites like Spock or Gumtree. Obviously always be careful of fakes, but that's probably the only places you'll find World Journeys now. So you can see this is a tumbler sort of pillar jar shape rather than the original Yankee Candle shape, and it also has this sort of brushed metal flat lid. This is also the double wick. All the World Journeys were double wicks, and just so you know, I have only burnt this under my lamp. That's why the wicks haven't gone down. I haven't burnt it by the wick at all, just purely under the lamp. This is a 20-ounce jar and it had roughly an 85-hour burn time. I had to do a little bit of digging for this because obviously the notes aren't online anymore, but I couldn't find the official notes that came out with it, but I did find a couple of others online. So I've got golden and sugared on the outside with tart apples and brown sugar on the inside. And I also found another one that says cinnamon, vanilla dough and sweet apples. Now for me, this is, if you like dessert candles, this is everything you need. It does exactly what it says on the outside. It smells just like you're baking a lovely apple strudel, but it's not too overpowering at the same time. So you've got cinnamon there in the notes, but it isn't too much. If anything, I'd like a little bit more, but I know I love cinnamon too much. So for anyone that likes that smell of cinnamon, but not too much, and you love that baking sort of scent, this is definitely a candle for you. And again, I managed to get it on the marketplace for £10, so it just seems so much of a better deal when you get a good smelling candle for such a cheap price. I absolutely love it. I'm probably going to give it a throw rating of 8 out of 10. I'm really impressed with it, and I think if I zoom in there, you can see all the oils that are in there, so I've still got a long way to go. I literally have burnt this under my lamp once, so I'd say it was filled up to about here. So I pulled all of that chunk there, and I pulled that for about 4 times, and that scent did not go for until even on the 4th time. I probably could have got one more go out of it, but even on the 4th burn, that smell was still so lovely. So it's going to be such a long-lasting candle as well, which is another reason why the lamps are good, because if you do get a candle like this, you can really get the most out of that layer of wax. So I've only had that one layer 4 times and I was still getting a scent out of it. It's absolutely lovely. It's definitely a really good throw for me. I'd be interested in knowing if you've had any of the other World Journeys candles and if they smelt good. I've seen a few other sort of dessert scented types from this collection, so I'd be really keen on keeping my eye out for them or hearing from you if any of them were really good. Obviously, if you're keen to try this, but it is hard to get hold of, but you want to smell something apple strudel, there is also the Crisp Apple Strudel out from the My Favourite Things range at the moment. So Yankee Candle released that in the UK. It was out a while ago, but it's been re-released, but they are now on sale on the website, which means they probably will not be around for much longer. I think Crisp Apple Strudel is about £19 now in the sale. So obviously if you want to give it a go, I'm going to assume it's very similar to this. Maybe it won't throw as good, or maybe it's got slightly different notes, but I can't imagine that German Apple Strudel and Crisp Apple Strudel would be too much difference. But obviously let me know if you've already had the new release of Crisp Apple Strudel and if it is different. But if it's really good as well, I'd love to get my hands on one of them, because this has been such a lovely candle. It'd be nice to get a little stock of them. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the World Journeys collection, and if you've also had the Crisp Apple Strudel from the My Favourite Things range. But yeah, if you do get your hands on this, it's definitely worth it. I would have even been happy paying the full like £20 odd for it. It's absolutely lovely, and it's just so much nicer to buy a nice cheap candle and have a lovely throw from it, especially with how Yankee Candles have been performing recently. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll get some new reviews out for you soon.